The bald eagle Haliaeetus leucocephalus is found only in North America, especially in Alaska, Canada, and the United States, usually near large lakes, rivers, and coastal regions where fish are abundant. Its primary diet consists of fish, but it also eats birds, small mammals, waterfowl, and carrion. Whenever available, it is an opportunistic predator that catches prey with its powerful talons, tears the flesh with its sharp hooked beak, and swallows the pieces without chewing since it has no teeth. Small prey such as small fish or small rodents can be swallowed whole. The tongue helps push food backward for swallowing, but chewing does not occur. When the eagle eats, the food first passes through the mouth into the esophagus and then into the crop, a storage sac where food can stay for many hours and even days. From the crop, food moves into the proventriculus, glandular stomach, and then the gizzard, where digestion occurs. Indigestible materials such as fur, feathers, and hard fragments are later expelled as a pellet, usually within 6-24 hours. A bald eagle generally eats around 0.6 to 1 pound of food per day, depending on availability, weather, and energy needs. Although stored in the crop, most of the water it needs comes from its prey, but it also drinks fresh water when available. The exact amount of water per 24 hours varies and is not fixed. An adult bald eagle is about 108 centimeters, 37 inches long, and weighs between 3 and 6.3 kilograms, 6.6, 13.9 pounds. Females are usually larger and heavier than males. The wingspan is usually between 2 and 2.5 meters, 6.6, 8 feet. These eagles build extremely large nests, often in tall trees or occasionally on cliffs. They may return to the same nest for many years, adding new material until the nest becomes enormous. They usually lay 1-3 eggs, and both parents take part in incubation, which lasts about 34-36 days, though the female sits for longer periods. After hatching, the chicks are covered in soft down feathers. Juvenile feathers begin appearing within the first weeks, and by 8-12 weeks the young eagles develop strong enough wing feathers to fledge. Make their first flight. They continue to depend on parents for weeks after fledging. Bald eagles do not urinate like mammals. Instead, they excrete uric acid, a white paste combined with feces. They do this many times a day, depending on their food intake and activity level. Their bones are lightweight and partially hollow to assist flight, and birds typically have around 150-200 bones, though the exact number varies due to fusion in different species. The circulatory system includes a 4-chambered heart and a complex network of arteries and veins. However, the exact number of veins cannot be stated as a single fixed count because the system includes thousands of vessels of different sizes. A bald eagle's lifespan in the wild is usually around 20-30 years, while in captivity they may live 40-50 years because of better care, food, and medical support. If a bald eagle becomes sick in the wild, it cannot medically treat itself. It usually becomes weak and may rest or become vulnerable. Rescue centers and wildlife rehabilitators are responsible for treating injured or sick eagles. Humans cannot legally hunt, kill, possess, or eat bald eagles in the United States due to the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, and similar protections exist in other regions. Bald eagle's lifespan in the wild is usually around 20-30 years, while in captivity they may live 40-50 years because of better care, food, and medical support. If a bald eagle becomes sick in the wild, it cannot medically treat itself. It usually becomes weak and may rest or become vulnerable. Rescue centers and wildlife rehabilitators are responsible for treating injured or sick eagles. Humans cannot legally hunt, kill, possess, or eat bald eagles in the United States due to the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, and similar protections exist in other Regions. Every part of the bald eagle's body is specialized for survival, the beak for tearing flesh, the talons for catching and gripping prey, the powerful eyes for long-distance vision, the enormous wings for soaring flight, the feathers for insulation, and aerodynamics, the crop and stomach for storing and digesting food, and the light but strong bones to keep the bird agile in the air. Their distinctive white head and tail feathers develop only after 4 to 5 years, marking full maturity. Subscribe to the channel Animal Science Explained.